Hey, good morning. This is Leslie with Angelic Moon Fairy, and I thought I'd do a quick reading for you guys. Um, I'm going to try this new camera angle, and hopefully, the volume will be okay and everything will work out great. Okay, so I want to start with the Heal Yourself reading cards by Anna Segal. And I'm just going to pick one or two cards, focusing on what is the wound right now, the wound that we're healing, the wound core issues that we're dealing with in our spirit, on our spiritual journey, and in our lives that that we're working on right now, and also themes involving wounds. So, excuse me. So, what is the most prevalent wound we're dealing with? And this one fell over, and this is funny because I saw this one when I was pre-shuffling, and it's hole in the soul. And you can see there's sort of like this angelic creature with a cross. Looks almost like a Grim Reaper-ish type person, or even maybe Archangel Azrael, the angel of transformation and death and grief. With this woman here who is us, and there's like a hole in the soul. So it could be grief that we're dealing with, some sort of grief or loss. Or it could be, our soulmate who's not around, or twin flame. Could also be we're not fulfilling our mission, something like that. But let's get some more information on that. I'm just going to pull that one card for the core wound because I feel like it's a big one. So let's get some, upside down, turn it around. Some energy cards on the wound. This is Sandra Ann Taylor's deck called Energy Oracle Cards. So I'm just going to shuffle once. I've already pre-shuffled. And I'm asking the energy cards for what is this energy of hole in the soul wound. Can you tell us more about this energy of hole in the soul wound and give us any guidance that may be helpful to us to heal this wound at this time? And we get man holding a coin. So I often see this card as sort of like the Knight or King of Pentacles. It's definitely a man in the physical earthly realm holding some sort of coin or money. So this could be your twin flame that's coming through to help you, or just any sort of younger man with a firm grasp in the 3D world, in the physical world of coin and money, doing well with his job or business, that wants to help and assist you at this time. And let's see if there's any other guidance. Oh, this card wants to come. Okay, the sun. Well, we like this, right? The sun is all about happiness. So happiness can really help to heal the hole in the soul. And the bottom of the deck is Door to Spirit. So we're definitely working with our spiritual guides, our spiritual partners, and maybe deceased loved ones, in the Door of Spirit to help us. I'm going to pull this card out here. Door to Spirit. To help us move from the physical to the spiritual, and to have more happiness. And I think happiness is the key here to really fixing our hole in the soul. And the thing about happiness is that sometimes, and most of the time, I really feel like it is a state of mind. Like, you can be washing dishes and being happy, singing songs or being mindful about it. You can be picking up cat or dog poop and be happy, being mindful about it, thinking about, the service you're doing for your pet and why it matters and why it's important even the most mundane tasks can become important and happy, fulfilling experiences if we choose to look at it as such. Okay, this deck is called Whispers of Love. I love this deck so much. It's by Angela Hartfield, artwork by Josephine Wall. And we're just going to pick a card here on what are the whispers of love that our angels are giving us at this moment. So what whispers of love do our angels want to share with us to help us heal from whatever the hole in the soul is for us? And what whispers of love can help us find our twin flame, to be in the door of spirit, and to choose happiness in our life. Okay, so we have be authentic, and I love this so much. It says be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Pretty simple, right? But a tall order. Authenticity is very important in terms of your spiritual path, and also just being a high vibe person in the world. We really do have to be true and real to who we are and to how we feel. And that will often lead us to happiness and growth. So what other whispers of whispers of love do the angels have for us today? I'm going to choose one more right there. And it is spend quality time together. Listen and talk to each other. This is so important. I mean, we've spent, a year and a half in lockdown, and we're just coming back together, but the virus isn't gone, and we still need to be sort of monitoring how much exposure we have to other people and to the environment. And so spending quality time together with people you love is what it's all about right now, and I think it's where your happiness would lie and lies. Where the happiness lies. Spending time together will lead you through that door to spirit, where you can connect not just with your loved ones in the physical realm, but also in the spiritual realm. And it will connect you to a more prosperous physical existence. If you spend quality time with the people you love, you're definitely going to feel more abundance and prosperity, and you can do that by being authentic. So I'm going to close this out with a couple tarot just for ending guidance. I would like to know, this is the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine. I used to have the one by Doreen and Radleigh, but I ended up giving that one to a friend. So I bought it again, and of course Doreen's name's been taken off, which we all know why. And I do miss Doreen. I miss her cards, and I miss her presence in the Angel Lightworker arena. But she was called to go on a different path, and I respect that. So, so that's where I stand with that. Let's see what the power, and I love this deck, the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Let's see what Archangel wants to come through. Ooh, and this one popped up. It is, I always see this card as Radleigh Valentine. I see him in this card, his little genie self. So this is a very happy, wishful card. It says, make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So back to the sun, which is a very happy time of life. I think we're going to be starting to see things become more happy and joyous in the future, and magical, especially if we choose to see things that way. You know what I mean? If we're choosing to have a magical existence, be a magical person, explore our magic and be our magic, I think we'll start seeing better times ahead. I'll put it that way. I know the last year and a half for me has been very challenging. I lost my mom suddenly to a heart attack. I had a heart attack. I've had lots of issues with my daughter, struggling to find her balance in these times. And so that's has, of course, affected my balance in these times. But I feel like things are in a positive way shifting toward the favor of the light. And that doesn't mean that darkness is going away, but it does mean that the light will win in the end. And we just have to keep believing that and affirming that and showing up as that in the world. So I'm asking this deck, this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and it's by Raven Fallon. Hope I'm saying that right. It's a beautiful deck. And I'm asking this deck for a card about the best way to move forward with happiness and joy and magic, which is what, you know, this reading has really been pointing to. So, and I'm not going to take that because it's the whole deck here. But what's the card that's best going to help us move forward at this time in joy, happiness, and magic? And there it is. And it is the masculine feminine card, and it's number 9. So I love this idea that the balance of the masculine and feminine energies within us is really going to propel us forward into our magic, joy, happiness, everything that we're sort of seeking at the time. And it's number 1011. So this is actually, is this the Justice card? X1. Yes. So this is the Justice card. And I'm really happy that this card came out because I'm definitely looking for some justice in the world. I'm sure we all are. And this card says that we can expect to see justice in the near future, and also that justice will help our happiness, magic, and dreams to come true and to come more to the forefront. So expect to see some justice on your behalf coming soon, in support of your magic dreams and wishes. And then the last card will be, and I don't, this is the, what is this? It's a tarot deck. It's the, oh my god, I can't remember. Gilded? I think it's the Gilded Tarot. It's one of my favorite tarot decks. I love the sort of modernized version of the Rider-Waite, if you will, that it brings. And it's much easier for me to sort of remember and interpret. I'm still a beginner tarot reader, and I learn a lot from the tarot readers online. But yeah, I just practice and do my best. So here we go. So here's a card, and I'm just asking the tarot to show us a card to sort of show us our best outcome for the future. So we're asking for what card will show us or guide us or lead us to our best outcome for our happiness, for justice, for magic, for peace, for joy, for authenticity. What's the best outcome? Wow, 8 of Swords. Well, that's not such a great outcome, right? 8 of Swords. She's sort of trapped, she's chained, she's blindfolded, and there's swords all around her. So I'm going to pull one more card just to sort of clarify this card. But yeah, so the best outcome may be to not move right now, to sort of embrace your emotions. And 8 means change. And swords are air. They represent the air sign and reason. And so this card sort of means isolation and imprisonment. So the best outcome may be to sort of isolate yourself at this time, to be the hermit. And let me just pick one clarifier for 8 of Swords. Can you please clarify the 8 of Swords? Clarify the 8 of Swords. And we get Judgment. Okay. So Judgment is an interesting card for 8 of Swords because it shows us that someone is sort of has absolution on their mind, and there may be some sort of judgment on your behalf that's in your favor that will free you from this sense of Eight of Swords, this feeling that Eight of Swords brings. So I think there's a judgment that's about to be handed either to you or to someone close to you that's going to free this Eight of Swords energy, and it will be for the highest of good outcome. You just have to trust that it is for the highest of good outcome. And remember, we asked how to find our happiness, and it was definitely a balance of the masculine, feminine energies. So that's a balance of sort of the receptive and also the more aggressive or assertive energy within us. So it's balancing those two energies that's really going to help us find the happiness that we desire. And with justice and judgment coming up, it tells me that if something is pending or something is waiting, an outcome is to be had, that it will be it will be a justice, a judgment ruled with justice. I'll put it that way. And your happiness is assured. I mean, the sun is there. Even though we have a hole in our heart, there's a lot of energy surrounding us in terms of being authentic, spending quality time with the people you love, focusing on your money in the physical world will bring you happiness. And those are sort of the corners of the reading. And then we've got these sort of Justice, Eight of Swords cards that are our outcome that we're dealing with, but we can deal with that if we focus on sort of some of the other questions we asked, which was to make a wish, to set our intention, to have our priorities straight, and also to work with spirit. I mean, this was bottom of the deck, which is underlying energies. So they're definitely telling us to work with our spirit team, spirit helpers, to bring about whatever outcome you're desiring, whatever justice or judgment needs to be had in order to lift this to free the Eight of Swords energy. So I hope this reading helped you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to do more readings soon, but again, it kind of depends on my schedule and how things are going. So have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Blessings to all of you, and thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Okay, take care.